Coffee grows cold on the kitchen table. Morning news plays to an empty room. Detective's badge feels heavier today. Another case, another life consumed.
All right, folks, welcome back to MJ on Crime. I am your host, MJ. If you've been with me for a while now, you know I'm all about the true crime stories that keep you up at night, the ones that never quite let go. Today is a bit different, perhaps even on the bizarre side. Today, we're diving into the deep end, unsolved mysteries that still baffle even the best investigators. And let me tell you, some of these cases get under your skin, or as I said, are on the bizarre side. Let's start with the Zodiac Killer. Now, if you grew up in the United States, especially out west, you're likely familiar with the notorious killer known as the Zodiac. Northern California, late 60s, early 70s. This guy terrorized the region, taunting cops and the press with these cryptic letters and ciphers. And he claimed 37 victims, but only 7 are confirmed. The thing that gets me, even after all these years, is those ciphers. One of them, the 340 character cipher, took over 50 years to crack. 50 years. And when they finally did, it didn't even give us his name. Just more riddles. That's the thing about the Zodiac. He was unpredictable and he knew how to play the game. DNA, forensics, all the tech we've got now, and still he's a ghost. Reminds me a bit of what we talked about in the Son of Sam episode, how sometimes the story gets bigger than the man, and the mystery just keeps growing. Now let's head to Hollywood, 1947, of the Black Dahlia. Elizabeth Short, her murder is one of the most gruesome and honestly one of the most heartbreaking cases I've ever read about. Found in a vacant lot, her body severed at the waist, drained of blood. The press went wild, and the obsession consumed the city. Cops interviewed hundreds, chased every lead, but nothing stuck. Some say the killer had medical training. Others think it was just someone with a twisted mind and a lot of nerve. Over the years, you get these wild theories, ex-cops, even family members pointing fingers at their own. But the truth? Still out there. The Black Dahlia case serves as a reminder that despite the considerable attention a case receives, justice doesn't always prevail. And that's what keeps us coming back, right? The hope that maybe, just maybe, someone missed something and the answer's still waiting to be found. Speaking of codes and clues, let's jump across the world to Australia in 1948 with the Tamam Shud case. Picture this, a man found dead on Somerton Beach, no ID, all the labels cut out of his clothes. In his pocket, a tiny scrap of paper that says Tamam Shud. It's Persian, meaning it is ended. Turns out that it was torn from a rare book, and inside that book, a coded message. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Theories fly, Cold War spies, secret lovers, poisonings. They even found a suitcase with more clues, but nothing that led to a name, just more questions. Even now with DNA tech, they're still trying to figure out who he was. It's like the case refuses to be solved. And then there's the Voynich manuscript, not a crime exactly, but a mystery that's stumped everyone from linguists to code breakers for centuries. Early 1400s, weird script, bizarre drawings, plants that don't exist, astronomical charts, naked figures in bathtubs. Some say it's a hoax. Others think it's a lost language or even a message from another world. AIs have tried to crack it. Some folks say it's encoded Hebrew, but nobody knows. It's a reminder that sometimes the puzzle is the point. And, disappearances have their own special pull. Take Ambrose Bierce, the writer, Civil War vet, sharp as a tack. In 1913, he just vanished. Last letter from Mexico says he's off to an unknown destination. Some say revolutionaries killed him. Others think he staged his own exit just for the story. I get why these vanishings stick with us. it's the not knowing, the door that never quite closes. Maybe it's the same reason we're all here, listening to these stories, hoping for that one missing piece. Now, let's get into the real head scratchers. The Dyatlov Pass incident, 1959, Ural Mountains, Russia. 9 hikers, all experienced, were found dead in bizarre circumstances. Their tents slashed open from the inside, bodies scattered, some half dressed in the snow, others with injuries you expect from a car crash, not a mountain hike, radiation on their clothes too. Theories, everything from avalanches to secret military tests, even UFOs and Yetis. Russian authorities reopened the case a few years back, said it was an avalanche, but that doesn't explain everything. Sometimes the official story doesn't align with the facts. And then there's the Hinterkaifeck murders, 1922, a remote German farm. 6 people, the whole family wiped out. Days before, the farmer finds footprints in the snow leading to the house, but none going back. Hears footsteps in the attic, finds a strange newspaper. After the murders, someone stays at the farm, feeds the animals, and eats the food. It's like the killer wanted to be part of the family, just for a little while. Cops never found who did it. The weirdest details, sometimes they're the key, sometimes they're just noise. I've seen it in my own work. You chase a lead that feels off, and it either cracks the case wide open or leads you straight into a dead end. That's the job, right? Sifting through the strange, hoping the truth is hiding in the details. Let's back up a minute. Let's go back to Dyatlov for a second, because those injuries, crushed ribs, missing eyes, radiation, have fueled some wild theories. Some folks swear it was aliens. Others think it was a secret military experiment gone wrong. I mean, I'm not saying little alien green UFO. But when you've ruled out everything else, you start looking at the impossible. That's what makes these cases so sticky. They don't fit the usual boxes. And then you've got to the Mary Celeste. In 1872, a ship was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, and its crew vanished without a trace. No signs of violence, cargo untouched, lifeboat gone. Theories range from pirates to sea monsters to a sudden storm, but the nautical clues, half-eaten meals, a logbook with nothing out of the ordinary make it weirder. The sea has been known to keep its secrets. Oh, and here's one that always gets people talking. Spontaneous human combustion. Cases where bodies are found burned to ash, but the room around them is barely touched. No clear source of fire, no accelerant. Science says it's probably a combination of factors, maybe the wick effect, where clothing soaks up melted fat and burns slowly. However, I must admit that I've encountered some crime scenes that don't quite add up. Sometimes the explanation is stranger than the fiction. All right, let's go all the way out there. Alien abductions. I know, MJ, this is a true crime podcast, but hear me out. You get these reports all over the world, people describing missing time, strange marks, even implants. The details line up in ways that are hard to ignore. Is mass hysteria, or is something happening? I don't have the answer, but I've learned not to dismiss anything out of hand. And then there's Roswell, 1947, New Mexico, the mother of all UFO stories. The official line is that it was a weather balloon, but rumors of a cover-up, along with witnesses who swear they saw something unearthly. The story won't die. Every few years, new documents emerge and new theories surface. It's like the story has a life of its own. Crop circles, now most of them are probably pranks, but the patterns are so complex, so precise, it's hard not to wonder. Are they messages, warnings, or just dedicated artists with a lot of time on their hands? I'll let you decide. So that's a taste of the mysteries that keep us up at night. Thanks for indulging me on the mysterious, unsolved rant. In some of these cases, we may get answers one day, maybe not, but as long as there are questions, I'll be here digging, asking, and telling the stories that matter. Thanks for listening to MJ on Crime. Stick around. There's always another mystery waiting in the dark. Remember, folks, aside from the strange mysteries, every crime has a story. It's still my mission to tell it.
coffee grows cold on the kitchen table. Morning news plays to an empty room. Detective's badge feels heavier today. Another case, another life consumed. Questions pile up like autumn leaves. No wind to blow them all away. Who holds the weight of truth when lies drink deeper than roots? Family photos sliding in the man's straight. Smiling faces hide what lurks beneath. Evidence bags in yellow tape mark the boundary between love and grief. Questions pile up like autumn leaves. No wind to blow them all away. Who holds the weight of truth when lies run deeper than roots? Deeper than roots. Small town silence speaks volumes behind closed doors and drawn curtains. Every neighbor becomes suspect when trust breaks like glass on pavement.